Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Arthur DS Spice, and I talk about the law of attraction. And today's manifestation technique is known as inspired action. Now, what happens is that when you are attracting your manifestation, you at times will be like in a dilemma. Which inspired action? Which one is my inspired action? Because you will begin to think that there are so many avenues for you, and which one is my decision? That which one is the one that I need to go ahead with? So this manifestation technique is all about inspired action and when you're gonna take it. Okay. Now, step one is your feelings, your thinking, and your manifestation. They should all be in sync. Now, if you have the feeling and if the thinking persists, then you will manifest into something that feels the same. So these three things should be in sync. When they are in sync is and when you have that persistence, it's then that the manifestation is seen. The manifestation occurs, or whatever you call it. Okay, the step one is feelings, thinking, and manifestation should be in sync. Okay, so that's the step number one. Now, step number two is if you are feeling a bit of concern. Now, you have taken a choice, you've taken a decision. If you're feeling a bit of concern because you are getting a little relief, like you got a bit of a relief from something because you're going to take that decision, then that may not be the point where you want to take an action upon. That's really not the point. Like just because you are getting a little bit of relief, but it may not be the one for you to take the action. So let's figure out how and which path to take this inspired action. Okay, so that was step number two. Now step number three is keep feeling better and better. Keep feeling better and better before you take any action when you are following your hunches. Okay, so when you come out of this meditation mode, when you come out of this watching a cricket match mode or whatever it is, when you're coming out of your slumber, what will happen is like you would be thinking about your manifestation. So you'll be having certain hunches, and then just go along with it. Okay, go along with it, and and also the inspiration that comes from within it. What I mean to say is you keep feeling better. Okay, find a space where you are feeling better and better and better before you take any kind of action. So, and then you start following your hunches. Like you'll be having some hunches, your instincts, your inner self, your intuition, or whatever you call it, right? So you start following those hunches and also the inspiration that comes from within it. Okay, so that's step number three. Now, step number four is be a cooperative component. Be a cooperative component when you have to make a decision to take action. Lots of avenues open, and then you also join it and be a cooperative component to manifest, which will be in your next step. So be a cooperative component when you have to make a decision to take action, and you will be in the knowing stage. So when you are in a cooperative component, and when lots of avenues are opening, you will not be in that state where you will be thinking yes or no, should I, shouldn't I. You should not be in that state. You will be in a state of knowing. Like you'll be in a stage where no one can take you out of it. You will be like, no, I made up my mind that this is the destination, this is the place, this is the person, etc. No one can take it out of your mind at all. Okay, so that's when you know that for sure that you are in the knowing stage. Okay, so be a cooperative component when you have to make a decision to take action, and you will be in the knowing stage, and you will be in a stage where no one can say and No one has a say in taking you out of this knowing phase and out of this decision that you have made. Okay, no one can talk you out of it. Okay, so that's a stage of knowing. Okay, now step number 5 is the action that you take will be really for sure an inspired action. It will be an inspired action for sure, because no matter how many people are saying maybe that's not for you or whatever it is, you are going to take the action, right? So you are in the knowing phase. So the action that you take will be really for sure an inspired action when you are consistently in the vibration of knowing. Now, how to become consistent in this vibration of knowing is when you are in sync. Your thoughts or emotions and the manifestation are in sync. So in order to get there, you just got to feel better, and then ideas begin to pop up. Okay, so that's step number 5. Now, step number 6 is when you take the action. When you take the action, you will not be in the phase of should I, shouldn't I, yes, no, should I, shouldn't I. You'll not be in that phase at all when you're taking that action. So if you're still in that phase where you are still dilly-dallying, better make yourself feel better and then take an action. Okay, because that's really not the point where you should be taking an action. So when you're taking the action, you shouldn't be in the phase of should I, shouldn't I. At this stage, you just go general and don't go about being very specific. Don't go about being very specific. Like you reach a point where you are comfortable and satisfied. Now in this clear space, the edginess is gone. Okay, you just reach a space where you're not dilly-dallying, you are comfortable and you are self-satisfied, and in that place there is clarity. Okay, there is clarity. Now that kind of edginess of the decision that need to be done, that kind of edginess is surely gone. Now there is no worry, like you're not worried, and you keep getting back to this comfort zone so as much as you can. You like to be in this kind of a comfort zone as much as you can. Now, step 6 is do not take any action when you are in this should I, shouldn't I mode. You then, if you're in this mode, do something to make yourself feel better, and then find something that is satisfactory and be in this comfort zone. Go very general about things, and don't remove that edginess that you have about the kind of situation that you are in, or the kind of decision that you are willing to take. Okay, so that's step number 6. Now step number 7 is when you're in this comfort or the satisfactory zone, an idea begins to occur. See, when you are fully rested, when you are yourself, when you are in a very relaxed state, it's when these ideas begin to occur. So when you are in this comfort satisfactory zone, an idea occurs. Now this idea will not feel like should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I. It will never feel like that. It's like you're in the knowing phase. You'll know that okay, this idea has occurred and this is exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so you will know it because there is clarity. There's a whole lot of clarity in what you're doing. Okay, so you will know it because there is clarity. You take action now and you start gathering an avalanche of ideas. It begins unfolding fast. Now you will start to feel a kind of security and a kind of clarity about it. So it will start unfolding. You will get ideas and ideas and ideas, and an avalanche of ideas, and then the manifestation begins to unfold. And it begins to unfold at an accelerating state at this point. So it begins unfolding fast, and you will start to feel a kind of security. So in this inspired action that you take, right, there will be clarity, and you'll also feel a lot of secure. You'll have that secure feeling. You have security and you have clarity. That's when you think that the decision that you have made is not in the hemisphere of should I, shouldn't I. You have a lot more clarity, you have a lot more security, you have a lot more satisfaction in the choice that you have made. Okay, so that is your inspired action. So that is step number 7. Step number 8, last but not the least, you always do like this: feel good and then decide, feel good and then consider. Always you need to take actions when you are in a better feeling mode. When you're in a good feeling mode, it is then only that you take actions. If you're not in that mode, then just go a little general about it. Go into a phase where you can distract yourself if you can. Go into a stage where you are completely relaxed and satisfactory about your current situation or whatever it is, and then you take your action. It's then that you will not be in the state where you are in should I, shouldn't I mode. Okay, so last but not the least, the step number 8 is feel good and then decide. Feel good and then consider. Always you take actions when you are in a better feeling mode and make all your decisions in that way. That's it. So when you are making these decisions in that way, in an inspired action mode, the acceleration through which you are moving from one phase to the other in this continuous process of manifestation is very fast. You go at a very fast rate. Okay, because you're always in that, you're making yourself comfortable at every stage, and you are in the knowing phase, and you put yourself in a zone where you are not in the should I, shouldn't I mode. You always take inspired action. You always wait for a pause to bring yourself to a very neutral position where you are fully satisfied with yourself, you're fully aligned, and then you take your decision. So the kind of speed with which your manifestation occurs is like it goes at a very exponential stage. Okay, so guys, so this is a manifestation technique known as inspired action, and I'll catch up with you next week with one more manifestation technique. Stay tuned, and let me catch up with you next Saturday. Thank you for your subscribes, thank you for your likes, shares and comments. Bye for now. Bye.